and I whip out like the cleanest Japanese I have when like I get like a noise complaint and the police come. Yo, bro, you would see Keigo, I'm pulling that shit deep out of my ass. And the police are like, whoa.
You know what Japanese people do believe in though is they believe in ghosts.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, they're scary as
Now, before we even get started with today's episode with Pele, I gotta let you guys know that today's sponsor, Klook, is doing a giveaway till August 16th. If you're planning to come to Japan, you need to listen to the rest of this. This giveaway is for 2 free tickets to Japan and a $200 voucher that you can redeem on Klook. To sign up for the giveaway, all you have to do is go to the link in the description, go to Klook's official YouTube channel, subscribe, like, and comment. Keep looking for things to do at Max D Capo on the video, and that's it. Once all entries are collected, winners are going to be randomly chosen, and Klook will post all about it on their social media channels. Link again is in the description, and get started on their giveaway today. The Creator Palooza giveaway is only available till August 16th, so good luck, and I hope you win those 2 free plane tickets. Welcome, Pele, to the Live in Tokyo podcast.
Thank you.
Pele, he makes videos on Instagram, TikTok, and he's been in the space for a while. Can you introduce yourself real quick?
Yeah, so my name is Pele. I'm Ghanaian Japanese, born in Japan, raised up in Ghana. Right now I'm in Tokyo. Been here about 5 years, and now I make videos. I try to make comedy videos about foreign experiences in Japan, or black experiences, hafu experiences, some shit on corporate Japan. I'm a voodoo priest as well.
You're a voodoo priest?
Yeah.
Why are you just dropping that like I mean, you're so randomly. For real?
Yeah.
What?
Real.
Is this a standard as a Ghanaian? You just
No, I wouldn't say that. But
Okay.
my dad is a voodoo priest and my grandpa before that, so
Wow. I want you to tell me more about that, but I want you to introduce yourself in Japanese.
I've never told you this before.
I'm like, I kind of want you to introduce your Jiko Shokai in Japanese, but like the voodoo priest thing is kind of getting me.
Thank you,
Okay, all right, real quick, do it.
Okay,
no,
Japanese.
no.
どうも、僕ジョビペレと申します。コンテンツクリエイタープラスバリバリのサラリーマンやってます。
バリバリのサラリーマン。
バリバリ。桜新町生まれでガーナ育ちで5年ぐらい前に新卒で日本に来ました。で、どうにかサバイブしてるって感じです。
どうにかサバイブしてる。いいね、ありがとうございます。来てくれて。
カメラ見ていいの？
あ、いいよ。
Okay, なんか見ちゃう。Because I can see the screen があるからさ、なんかめっちゃ distract されちゃう。
Should I turn it around?
No, that's
No,
okay.
you're like, you're checking yourself out?
Dude, I have a feed for like looking at screens, man. Just fucking can't get it. Man.
So today, guys, we're going to talk a little bit about Pele being mixed Ghanaian in Japan, but also a little bit about what it's like to work in Japan and live and grow up, go to school. Because I know you went to school in Gunma a little bit in Japan. So let's talk about that. But real quick, taking it back to the voodoo priest. When did you become a voodoo priest, or how do you become a voodoo priest?
Okay, so I was born into a family where my dad, it's just what like my family we do. My dad is like a full-time voodoo priest. Is what he does. So I've always, I mean, before I was born, it's like rituals being done, you know, for our behalf since we're kids. We always were in it, but I would say like I very, very actively began maybe more like about 3 years ago, where I started to take it a little bit more seriously to try and learn more and actively practice. So it's one of like the side businesses I do is we do spiritual consultations for people, mostly online.
Oh, I want to. Okay, well, sorry.
What is it about?
Yeah, well, I was gonna, cause yeah. What is it about? Cause I'm thinking like voodoo priest is mostly like.
Put it in some water.
Put it in some.
Yeah,
this is my sponsor. We're not actually gonna do this.
No, we will never.
Penguins, but yeah.
No. So the idea, it's like an indigenous West African spiritual practice, can loosely be translated to liberation of community, and it's a spiritual practice that is rooted in the understanding of energies in nature and understanding how to manipulate and like work with these energies towards a practical purpose, right?
Would you say Japanese people are spiritual?
I mean, I'm sure there's decent amount that are, I would say, but then I don't know how much.
You know what Japanese people do believe in though is you better believe it.
Yeah, they're scary as fuck.
Yeah, Japanese ghosts are scary. You know, like I have a friend who wants to buy a house in Japan, and I'm always like, they're gonna have ghosts, man. And he was like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
And I think people don't know that what is it called, like jikobuken or something? What is the word?
Jikobuken, yeah. Where there was like a suicide or something.
Yeah,
or
so
something, right?
If somebody dies in the house,
That's a no-no. That's a hell no.
The ghost will be there, and you actually can. There's a service that you can pay like 30,000 yen. Yeah, to get the ghost out of your apartment or your house.
Yeah.
And yeah, my friend was like, you know, right now the houses are so cheap in Japan, and he was like, I could buy one for like $60,000. Let's do it. And I was like, ghost, man.
Yeah,
you don't want to
fucking Jiko, dude. I would never, like, for me, when I'm looking for houses to move or something, the first thing I feel like Jikobuken or like pure Mokuzo. It's like those are two no-nos, man. Like,
I had a friend who like had somebody come over, and it's like, I can feel the ghost in here, and they're like, damn it. Like, I need to pay for a Buddhist priest now. So
yeah.
I bring this up just because, yeah, Japanese people typically, they probably wouldn't say that they're religious or like they are Shintoist, but I feel like most Japanese people do go to temples.
It's like
during holidays for the culture.
Yeah.
Well, this is what I think. I feel like the ghosts in Japan though probably don't speak English, so if you're a foreigner, then it doesn't matter.
They're like that. What do I say?
They're
make
like,
a video out of that.
Yeah, they're like, oh shit, like a ghost comes, tries to scare the person. I was like, oh.
Gaijin. Dude, I can totally make a video about that, like a Jacob.
Please do. They'll be like, don't what should I do?
And then they leave.
Gaijin are the key to get rid of ghosts in Japan. No, I mean,
that's funny as fuck.
But actually, let's talk about your videos a bit, because you've definitely made there's some videos that you've made about like how hard it is to get a apartment in Japan. Yeah, that's one type of video you do, but your number one video is still like being half Japanese at an airport, right?
Yeah.
With the passport.
Yeah.
To explain it, maybe I'll just put the clip in this video, but basically when you go to the Japanese airport, there's a line for Japanese citizens and then everyone else, the foreigners.
Right.
Hello, foreign passport this way. Excuse me. Excuse me.
And since we look different, we go to the Japanese line, but a lot of times the staff is like, oh,
foreign passport this way.
Foreign passport this way. So has this happened to you what level has this happened to you where?
I mean, it happens often. I mean, I think it happens sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. Maybe it depends on the person. Because, like, you know, sometimes they're out here ushering, but they're ushering so many people that sometimes they don't even realize you. But sometimes they do. So they're like, this way. And you're just like, nah. But then it hasn't happened where they come and stop me like, hey. Like in the video. And then
I will protect Japan from this foreigner. Try to go in the Japanese line.
Get your black hands here.
It's so funny because I feel like some people actually might feel like that, but yeah.
Yeah, but it happens to a lot of people. It's happened to me, of course, multiple times.
Yeah.
And I got the idea through a comment. My friend Aisha, she's a singer, and she like I had some other video, and then she commented like, yeah, or like when you're in the airport, I was like, holy shit, that's a great idea. Let me try that shit, man.
And it ended up being so popular because I feel, you know, being half Japanese or having both dual citizenship or have a Japanese passport is so common, or not so common, but more and more common. But I actually do feel like recently when I go to like a government office or airport now, a lot of the staff will ask me like, are you, rather than say like, oh, you need your Zaidu card, you need your Gaijin card or whatever, they actually ask first, are you Japanese? Or like, do you have your, you know, they go that route.
Right.
So they start to kind of assume, oh, I'm going to speak to this person in Japanese and assume that they speak.
Yeah. But I think a lot of times because they just don't speak English.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's they don't
they're
wanna
like,
try.
shit. Fuck it, man, I don't get paid enough.
Yeah.
Let me just speak Japanese type shit.
But I think the stereotype used to be that when you come to Japan, people will try to speak to you in English first or like give you the English menu. But now it's kind of more the other way where they'll start with Japanese. If you look like you're struggling, they're like, oh, do you need an English menu?
Yeah.
So
I think it goes both ways. Like for me, last time I went, like I'm the kind of person, I know there's like a subset of Hafu and stuff like that they speak Japanese, obviously. And like Hitogasa, they start talking to you in English and then like, why are you talking to me in English? Nihongo hanasere. Or like even like Gaijin who speak Japanese and they're like, why do you assume that I can't speak? But I'm like, if people speak to you in English, I have no problem speaking back in English because I think one, Japanese people need to practice their English. So it's like great. Like if you're ready to like, practice, I'm ready to, speak back to you in English. And then when they start struggling, then maybe I'll whip out some Japanese. They're like, yeah,
yeah.
You never asked. Yeah.
I feel like this is why I feel like a lot of half Japanese people are funny though, because we kind of always are in the situation where, people try to talk to us in English or Japanese or, we to break the ice or to make things casual, we try to make things fun and funny, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder if that's why a lot of half Japanese people seem to be like on social media making funny videos.
Yeah. ネタいっぱいあるよね。
ネタいっぱいあるからまあ大体いつもネタになっちゃうから
Yeah.
like our life
確
just
かに。
talking. I feel like when I first came to Japan, I wanted people to recognize I was mixed Japanese and to speak to me in Japanese.
Wait, how
a
long
little
have you
bit.
been here?
Man. Too long. I think about 11 years total.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I came in 2010 for college. I transferred in. So
Okay.
I did 2 years in America. Then I graduated here from Sophia University. I really need a sponsor from Sophia. I talk about them all the time. I really do. So went to Sophia, graduated, went back to America a few times, back and forth to Japan for like different jobs. But in total, I feel like it's about 11
11
right
years.
now. Yeah, now when Japanese people speak to me in English and they're being nice about it, I actually don't care at all. I'm just I feel the same way as you, like, oh, this is a good time for them to practice.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm more fluent in English anyway.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, I feel like in English I can be more nonchalant and casual.
Casual, yeah. Japanese 硬いよね。
硬い.
It's so 硬い.
Yeah, いつも考えちゃうし. Like, I always have to think about how you always have to read the atmosphere for a Japanese. Because right now, even if we started speaking Japanese right now, it's
なんか
like...
ちょっと硬くなる。
硬くなっちゃう。
少し硬くなってしまうかもしれません。
いやいや、全然かもしれません。そうですね。まあでもやっぱそのダイナミックがちょっと違うよね。
わかる。
思う。
Like my ex didn't speak Japanese, so she spoke with my mom in English, and they were able to vibe very casually. But then my brother's ex spoke Japanese. She was a foreigner, but like she spoke Japanese. So then like she would talk to my mother in Japanese, and I could feel like there's that like kotoba dake de, there's that like little gap. Like not that they're the same person, but like I feel it was easier for my ex to relate to my mom because of my mom speaks English very well. So then there's that like casualness that you can establish. Whereas when you're speaking Japanese, it's like, hi, arigato, like, you know what I mean? Then it's just like that natural thing that shows up.
I think Japanese, there's more of, it's just the culture to really, you know, if they're older or somehow an authority figure, you have to use a different language.
Some keigo and keigo
right?
and all that.
So if I'm in America and talking to like a client, a work client or something like that, I can just say like, hey, how's it going? You know, what'd you guys get up to this weekend? You know, it doesn't matter if they're 30, 40, 50 years old, 60.
I can do some small talk.
Yeah, I can do small talk and just say whatever. And it's very casual. But if it's Japanese, I have to kind of think about, oh yeah, I'm 30 years younger than them. I can't just talk to them like I'm their friend. And they would say in Nihongo that it's like, I don't know, they might say like, what is it? 慣れ慣れしい言葉使うなみたいな。
ちょっと言われた。
いやでも言われたことないけど、なんかそう言われそう。 like こいつうざいな or something. I'm not sure, but
調子乗ってんじゃねえよ。
調子乗ってんじゃねえよ。Gaijin. But you know, so we're joking about it, but it's serious. Like this is something that I feel like many bilingual people probably understand and feel is.
But you know, I feel sometimes we still get a bit of a pass.
Oh,
Like there's some shit that I can get away with that, like for example, my coworker cannot get away with
100%.
as easily. Like I be out here, like you start a meeting, obviously, like Osea na 30 mas, right?
Yeah, what does osewa ni natte orimasu mean?
Shit, man, I don't know.
Man, I'll try to explain. For the listeners, osewa ni natte orimasu basically means like, I am going to be under your care.
Yeah.
And it's what you say instead of looking forward to working with you or nice to meet you, you would say like, I am going to be under your care.
Yeah. It's like in an email, you would always start with osewa na 30 mas. And then you somehow have to fucking explain that I am Pele from this company. And like every reply, it's like you reply to me in 10 minutes. I reply 10 minutes.
You still have to say,
it's me, Pele from this company. And then you say again, you're like, oh, it's Max from this company. Oh, it's Pele from this. I was like, you know where I'm.
You know where I'm.
You know where the fuck I work. しかもさ、
Yeah.
お世話になってない人たちでもさ、you're like, I don't even know who this is, but you're like, お世話になってる。It's like, お前誰だよ I'm like, I don't know you.
And like, honestly, sometimes I'm pissed off at them, but I'll still say,
you still have to.
Yeah. So for anyone who's not maybe following along, but email etiquette in Japan is, there's a formula to it. You can't just say, I mean, in English, there's a formula. You might say like hello versus hi or hey.
I hope this mail finds you well.
I hope this mail finds you well. But in Japan, there's almost like specific things you have to use within your to somebody who's outside of your company. You would say osewa ni natte orimasu. I'm under your care. If it's within your company, you'll say otsukare-sama desu, which basically means I'm tired.
It's like, thank you for your hard work and tiredness you've, I guess, gained through doing so much hard work.
Why did we talk about this? It's because
we get the pass.
Oh, we get the pass. Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, so I tell people like, "Genki desu ka?" And then like, "Kanadazu warau no." Like, because they're not used to it. Like, Genki is like, "How are you?" Right? But you don't do that. You don't ask them business. Because business is business. Genki is more like you're asking me how I am. I mean, it's more casual, I guess. But I would be like, "Osewa natte orimasu," and be like, while you're waiting for other people, like, "Minasan genki desu ka?" And you're like, "Genki desu."
It's exactly. I do this all the time on the phone too. I'll be like, 最近調子どうですか? Like, how's it been lately? Like, it's almost like taking the English and just translating what's the closest Japanese equivalent. And it's funny because a lot of, I think, language learners who speak English that want to learn Japanese will ask you, oh, how do I say how are you? Because I want to say how are you to this person. I'm like, you don't say that. I was like, this is Japan. We don't say, we don't care how you are.
You just tell them what's some of this. It doesn't matter. They might be dying. They might be thriving. It just doesn't matter. Just what's some of this. And you get no information.
There's no real personal information.
You get nothing from saying Otskare. I'll have no idea how you. I mean, granted, when people say how's it going, everyone just says I'm good. But like in general, but Otskare sama desu doesn't mean it. Like, of course, it means something, but I don't think it means much, man.
Even if you do ask how are you or whatever in an email in America, I mean, not most, but definitely a lot of clients that I've talked to in an email, and I'm sure people can relate with this, you might have small talk at the end. It's like, P.S. I did this thing and it was really cool. Or like you would never see this in a Japanese email where they're like, ano-san, Ohtani no game mita.
Like, like, if it's like tokuni is like shigoto ni kankei nai to, like, I think sometimes you could add something like that if it's like chotto shigoto ni kanden suru yo na. Kono aida kono tatoeba kokoku o mite sugoi na to, like, you would add something like kono evento ni mite.
If it's related to
if it's related, but if it's like, oh yeah, I saw Otani, that was fun. It's like,
yeah, you might add if it's related to the work, but
I guess if it depends on how much you know the person as well.
Yeah, but like you said, like definitely because we're half Japanese, or I think full non-Japanese would get away with it too, where you can speak to even higher ups in the company that are Japanese, and it's just way more casual a lot of the times, where they'll maybe even give you not even I don't want to say pass, but they'll talk to us in a way that's almost like friends.
Mm.
It's a little bit more just because we look different.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe it's a little bit easier. Man, I whip out like the cleanest Japanese I have when like I get like a noise complaint and the police come. Yo, bro, you would see Keigo. I'm pulling that shit deep out of my ass. It's like, yo, man, I whip out like such clean Japanese, the best I have. And then the police are like, whoa.
yeah, it's like I know how to do it. Like once it's like
when it's needed. It's like bending over backwards and everything.
Yeah, it's like ちょっとうるさかったんですね。ごめんなさいみたいな。
申し訳ございません。少し
Let's talk a little bit about growing up and going to school in Gunma. I wanted to hear a little bit about that. I know this is a little bit of a pivot, but you went to Gunma-ken, which is a prefecture. Is it north of Tokyo? Or is it,
Yeah.
And you went to school there, right?
No, so the idea here is I went to school in Ghana, predominantly. Like, I'll tell you my school route. I was born in Japan, 9 months old. We moved to Ghana. So I was in Ghana since I was 0. And then until 16, I was in school in Ghana. Then I went to high school in Costa Rica for 2 years.
Okay.
Then I went to the US for uni and I came here.
Oh, no way. Okay.
Yeah, but the Japan part is once my mom was sick when I was like 5. So then I was here for about 6 months. That's my Japan school. But also, like, let's say I come for summer and Japanese school goes on till like forever. So they put me in the thing for like 3 weeks.
Summer school.
Yeah, 2 weeks. No, like Futsu no Gakko.
Just
They
2
just
weeks.
like, you just plug us in there for like the last 2-3 week type shit.
like the thing is, you say that, and I realize I've done that too. But how is that allowed?
I don't know, but they just like, yeah, it was like, you have 2 black kids now, you join this class.
For 2 weeks.
Yeah, for 2-3 weeks, yeah.
I feel like America would never do this.
Yeah.
Do they? I don't think that's a thing. I've never even thought about
but
like
what do they call it? Taiken Nyugaku, basically.
yeah, for the experience.
Yeah. So basically,
Yeah, so-
I'd be there for a bit, and we had friends because we'd come like almost every summer. So then, like, there's some friends that we built over the years as well. So yeah, me and my brother would be going to these schools, and everyone has randoseru, and we just have normal bags.
Like,
They're like, "Nande kabaga chigao no." Like, shit, I don't know.
Why is your bag different, bro?
Yeah, why is your bag not like us?
Do you have like a JanSport backpack?
No, I just had like a normal like Futsu no Nike no
what is with
backpack.
these Japanese randoseru? Why did this become a thing? Do you know?
Man, I don't know.
Like Japanese bags, I mean, they do look nice, but they're like, it's so unnecessary.
Yeah.
Everyone has to have the same type
The
of
same
bag.
bag, but now they're like remixing them more. But I feel like
Remixing.
before it was just like the black one or the red one.
Yeah, it's just 2 colors. You
Yeah, but now there's like a
and
lot of
there's
stuff.
2 colors. I mean, this also just goes into Japan's like thing of being all uniform. Everything is uniformity in school and in work. Everything looks the same.
It's too structured.
Yeah.
I need some more chaos.
But that was you in school. The 2 black kids.
Yeah, just adding
with
some
their-
chaos and
like, no,
variety.
did they ever ask you like about Ghana or like why?
Yeah. Oh man, we were repping for Ghana all the time. Like we'd even do like presentations. So like my mom would cook up presentations of what our school is like in Ghana, what our house is like, the food, our friends, and shit like that. And yeah, we'd do like Ghana presentations and stuff. Bring like Ghana chocolate, and then they're like katai,
Wait a minute, Ghana chocolate.
like
is-
chocolate from Ghana,
Oh, not the.
not the one
Japanese
here.
brand. There's
No,
a
not the Lotte one.
There's a Japanese, Ghana chocolate. Yes.
Yeah, Lotte Ghana chocolate. That one actually, they're sourcing most of their cocoa beans from Ghana. Ghana is the second biggest exporter for now. I think we're about to get passed by some country.
Oh,
but
so they're actually getting. So it's
yeah.
not
So
just.
Lotte buys, I think, almost exclusively from Ghana.
So it's legit.
Yeah.
It's not cultural
It's from
appropriation.
no. If anything, they're promoting the name for free. I remember we had a conversation before. It's like, should Lotte pay Ghana for using the name, or is it okay because they're literally promoting the name for free? And I'll tell you a cool story. This is one of my favorite stories.
Oh, yes.
So the cultural sensei was a really nice guy, very, very nice guy. And one day, you know how in Japanese school they give you food, and then one day the food was very different. Very, very different from everything we've eaten.
Okay.
And I was eating it, and like everyone's like, yeah, mazo. It was like this like peanut stewish soupish thing, and rice, and everyone's like, mazo, nani kore? So I'm eating it too, and I was like, damn, this shit is fucking good. What is this? It's like, nande kore konna umai no to motte tabeteta no ne.
Yeah.
And I remember that day the teacher kept, I was like 6 or 5 or 6 or something like that, and I remember the teacher kept asking me like, oh, do you like it? Like, she was asking me specifically, do you like it? But everyone's saying it's shit. So I'm like, shit. It's like disgusting. I was like, what's it? Well, I fucking cleaned that shit up. I ate it all.
But you want to be like everyone else.
Yeah,
You're
I want
like,
to be like everyone else.
mazo.
So I was like, oh, it's maze. I later came to find out that the cultural sensei had ordered the kitchen to prepare Ghanaian food. So they somehow found a recipe and made Ghanaian food, I think, for us. To like, for like also for the cultural experience, but then for us to also feel a little bit at home or some shit. Wow. And I didn't know that. I don't know why I didn't know that. No one really explicitly told me, or I just didn't pick it up. But I came to find that out much later, and I felt so bad that like they made it for us. And they're asking me how I think it is. And I'm like, man, it's trash, bro. Like, what is that?
And honestly, you loved it.
Yeah, I was like, yo, this is so good. But I was like, brother, ugh. But yeah, so that was a very nice thing they did for us.
That's actually really, what a sweet story.
Yeah, what a sweet story.
Because a lot of, mixed kids in Japan, they have like their bad stories, right? About growing up and the challenges. But
yeah,
that's nice that they're actually kind of thinking of it like, hey, they're flying in from Ghana. They probably miss Ghanaian food. Let's cook for them.
Yeah, let's cook for them this thing.
That's actually...
So that was very nice of them.
Yeah.
But there was also other stuff about food where they like give me broccoli and shit. I don't eat broccoli in Ghana. You know, like, what the fuck is this? I only saw it in like cartoons, you know.
What kind of vegetables do you eat in Ghana?
Is that? Like, I mean, to be honest, I'm not a very big veg guy. I'm trying to become more of a veg guy. But like, we have like, we didn't used to eat like salads like that. Like, we had like cabbage, you know? Lettuce.
I'm sorry, but is salad a white people food? Or like
like Ghanaians don't eat so much salad like that. But then we did have salad because my mom would make them make salad. But like, first of all, I just didn't eat broccoli. I didn't like broccoli. Don't like the taste of it. I still don't really like it. And they would not let me leave the classroom until I finished my fucking broccoli. So now everyone's out there playing. I'm like 6.
Yeah.
Everyone's out there playing, and then I'm there in the classroom. My teacher won't let me leave, and I'm crying. I'm looking at this fucking broccoli. Like, and then they have to like call my brother from a different classroom to give me the moral support to be able to eat this broccoli, or else I can't leave. And I remember that as such a pure, like a core memory of like, fuck this vegetable. I'm never eating this shit if I get the chance.
They've given you PTSD for broccoli.
Because you know how the culture is that you don't leave food, right? You have to, at least in school, you have to clean that shit all up.
Right.
So that sucked. I remember once they gave me wakame. I didn't like it either.
I used to not like
wakame. Was it kombu? No, it was kombu.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was kombu. And I ate it and I was like, man, this trash. I was like, what should I do? I can't leave it here. I'm so stupid. You know how in the classroom sometimes you have a sink where you can brush your teeth. Everyone brushed their teeth. So I went and just like spat it there. And then at some point the teacher found it. He's like, who did this? And everyone's looking at me. And I'm like, who did that? Like, for sure it's me. Like,
spit the kombu
I just like fucking chucked that kombu like right there.
Why didn't you hide it?
Dude, it didn't even occur to me to even try and like flush it down with the water. I just like spat it and left it there. I was like, yeah, that'll do it.
Oh wait, actually this brings up a question. What is the worst Japanese food?
Natto.
Is it natto? Really? For you too? You don't like natto?
I hate it.
I love natto.
I don't like it.
What?
I mean, not to yuck your yums, but like I just don't like the smell.
Oh, okay. Now, see, the thing is, like, I think my nose just is not sensitive because I can't smell, like, when you go to like Korean barbecue, I can't smell. My shirt doesn't smell like barbecue, but everyone's like, "Oh, it smells like barbecue." I'm like, I don't smell anything.
But can you smell the barbecue itself when it's grilling?
Yeah.
Okay.
But not like. But afterwards, they're like, "Oh, I smell like barbecue." I'm like, I can't smell anything. So like natto too, I'm like, it just doesn't smell.
So you
that
can't
bad.
Smell it.
No, I feel like
it smells like ass. It smells like straight butt ass.
Natto smells like butt ass. That's like, this is the funny thing is that a lot of Japanese people would test other Japanese people or like foreigners with. It's like, if you eat natto, you're Japanese.
Natto, like, shut the fuck up.
Or like,
like
natto taberenai nda.
Yappari Gaijin wa.
Demo, it's like boku, like a normal Japanese person can even say like, boku mo like natto suki janai nda kedo, and they're like, you're not Japanese.
Yeah. No.
Well, I will say, if natto though, when I was a broke ass college student in Japan, it saved me a lot of money because it was my go-to for cheap protein. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and it is the way. So if you're a broke college kid, I recommend natto. Just eat it. Just eat it. Man, you have a lot
Don't do it. I'm joking. Like, I'm a gangster. Like, I can eat it. Like, once I went to like a kaishoku, we had dinner with a client.
Yeah.
I don't like nandake, tarako, or like mentaiko. Mentaiko. Or like mentaiko. I don't like it.
Small fish eggs.
Yeah,
right?
them little fish eggs. I don't like it. I almost never ate it since I was like maybe 8. Tried like a mentaiko pasta and I'm like, nah. Never tried it again until like maybe December last year.
Okay.
We were dinner with clients and it was like a mentaiko senmon thing.
All right, mentaiko senmoten is specifically
that restaurant.
Just one type of dish. So it's all mentaiko.
It's like different styles. It's like an nabe, mentaiko on a cheese, mentaiko on a this and that.
So you walk in, you're like,
I walk in there, I'm like, nah, fam.
You're like, is there anything not mentaiko on the menu? And
no, but I'm not going to do that.
And they're like, it's a mentaiko senmoten, sir.
It's like everything.
Sir.
And also like things like that you're not ordering, right? Like it was one of those things that it's like they're just bringing everything. I don't even know what's coming next. But everything has mentaiko. And I was like, I'm not going to now come and look like a motherfucker, look like a little bitch, and be like, hey, kore tabenai in this kid. No. You gotta hold it down. Yeah. So I ate that shit up. I ate it all. I was like fighting my soul. But you can't be. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to look like that guy, you know. So I just. I ate it, and it wasn't that bad. Yeah,
I'm with you on that.
Have you had shira? Is it shirasu?
Shirako. Shirasu. Yeah, I've had shirasu.
There's like the sperm.
Oh, that's shirako. Shirako is the sperm.
Shirako is the sperm. Okay, shirasu is the little fish, right?
Yeah.
Shirako.
Yeah, there's an old video I did with Asian Boss. You know Asian Boss, the YouTube channel? Okay, there's a YouTube channel called Asian Boss, and I ate shirako for a video.
Dude, I was like, man, what the fuck is it? But it doesn't taste bad though. But like the idea.
Okay, let's explain it to the audience. What is shirako?
I think it's a sperm sac. Right?
A fish.
Yeah,
fish sperm sac.
yeah. A fish sperm sac, and it tastes like cheese, and it looks like cheese, like a torokeru cheese.
Yeah, so
like a melty.
Did you?
And
like
I remember, I mean, it wasn't bad, but then I remember also having to feel like I was like wearing my gangster cap. I was like, yeah, I'll eat it. I was with like work friends, and they're like, oh, I should try it.
You know who would like it? Kanye West.
Why?
you don't know he's a gay fish? Wait, you don't? Wait, did you watch that South Park episode where they're like, hey man, do you like fish sticks? Do you like fish sticks?
Fish sticks or fish sticks? Fish sticks?
See, you heard it right. Fish sticks.
Fish sticks.
Yeah. So he would say yes, and they're like, you're a gay fish.
Because he likes
fish sticks.
Yeah, what the fuck?
No, that was the joke.
Yeah.
But Kanye never, and South Park didn't get the joke, so he kept saying, yes, I love fish sticks.
Okay.
And so they're like, you're a gay fish.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, so shirako, honestly, not that bad. I've had it, and I think the fried version, the tempura version, does taste a little bit like cheese. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
I don't know how
it's the idea. Like, who decided that let's eat that shit?
That was exactly what I was gonna say. Who decided? Like, let's eat that.
Let's try that one.
It's sperm. Like, that means if they tried that, that means somebody was trying all the sperms of all the animals.
Goat sperm.
And they're like horse sperm.
Chicken
like,
sperm.
They're like, not that one.
Yeah. Oh man.
But they're like, oh, this fish though. This one's good.
Let's eat the whole sack.
Yeah. So if you ever come to Japan, you should try to get shirako, or at least get your friends to try shirako, and don't tell them what it is.
Just tell them it's cheese.
Tell them it's like cheese. Yeah, Japanese cheese. This seems bad, like non-consensual, like pranking them with
just some
fish sperm.
Well, I mean, it is food after all.
It's not sperm because it's the sac.
So what is it?
Nah,
What
you're
is
right.
it?
It's sperm. It's the word for it is there's a word for it. The English word is like
Semen?
no, it's not semen. What is shirako? There's like an actual milt. Milt is the seminal fluid of fish.
Seminal fluid. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Seminal.
Seminal fluid, semen. So
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, that's enough about shirako.
Yeah. Diversion.
Let's talk a little bit about being half Ghanaian and being from Ghana in Japan and Ghana. Is there a big Ghanaian community in Japan?
Yeah, they're out here.
They out here. What is
like, at least like 3,000.
Where would you say a lot of Ghanaian people hang out?
I think there's a lot in Saitama. Like Koshigaya has like hella Ghanaians, I've heard.
Is it a pretty tight community?
Yeah, I think within I'm not like very deeply ingrained in the Ghanaian community here at all. But they like the Muslims, there's this like cool group of like Muslim dads who do like a Eid feast every like whenever there's like Eid, and they like kill a whole goat type shit or something like. Yeah, and that's really cool. It's free. Just come and eat, and they're all on the grill cooking, and there's all these kids running around, and they all pray together at the same time. There's mixed families in there as well.
Yeah, I do want to talk about any mixed stories or things that you wanted to share about being mixed Ghanaian in Japan or in Ghana. Like, do you have anything come to mind?
The mixed kids. I mean, I know like obviously the classic like get bullied type shit. I know there's a girl who said like at school they're like anata no skinairo oshiete ageuka mitaina.
Skinairo.
Unkoiro desho. I was like, yo, chill, bruh.
Ew.
Chill.
That means let me tell you what color I know you like.
Yeah, let me tell you your favorite color. It's color shit, isn't it?
It's poop, isn't it?
Like, bro.
See, and like
these kids are savage.
They're savage. I don't. It's so weird being like older now because, like, yes, I don't think I was ever bullied. Like, I'll just put it plainly. I don't think I ever really experienced heavy bullying. I grew up in the States and everything was generally tame. But I do feel for a lot of the people who were bullied when they're younger and stuff. But there's definitely a lot of people who get older and they're like, this is so, the kids are so savage back then.
Yeah.
So now I just think, I'm like, damn, like what this, I laugh. But I understand that when you're a kid, this can really
It could be everything.
damaging. It can hurt. So yes, now if I hear somebody say like, hey, you like poop color, don't you? it just sounds funny, but if I had a kid and this did happen, I would be more sensitive about it. 'Cause
Yeah, and I think also a lot of times, like, even the teachers don't get it. So, like, teachers don't properly intervene, you know, in, like, bullying in schools. I've heard of, like, kids who...
Japanese teachers bully their students too sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes they could be mean, man. I remember once my teacher shoved me.
Shoved you?
Yeah, she fucking chucked me out of the way. Like...
What does that mean? Your Japanese teacher chucked you out of the way.
Yeah, like, you know how when you're walking down like a narrow, god damn it, you're walking down a narrow path.
Yeah.
And like, kojang.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
Yeah, you're like this.
And then when we got together, she was like, bitch, get out of the way. I was like, yo.
Dude, I had another friend who told me that he learned what a headlock was. He's half Japanese. And he's like, I learned what a headlock is because my teacher put me in a headlock in Japan.
This wasn't the full Nelson?
Yeah, no, I think
Was
it
this
was
one?
either full Nelson or it was a rear naked. He said he was like 6 and I was like... Physical abuse in Japanese schools is a real thing. As much as I would like to keep talking about bullying teachers that put their students into rear naked chokes. I think we got to end the podcast here. But if you do guys want to keep watching more from Pele, where can they follow you?
You can follow me, Pelegroso _ on Instagram and TikTok.
Also, make sure to check out my Patreon or become a member if you want to keep supporting this channel. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It does help the algorithm spread this podcast around YouTube. So thanks, Pele, for being here. Arigatou gozaimasu. Domo. Anthony. Yeah.
Thank you. That was fun.
Yeah. And we'll see you guys in the next podcast. Arigato.
See you.
Bye.
Thank you.